Dental implants follow-up care. We have seen in the previous videos what are the steps to be taken immediately after getting dental implants done, what are the foods to take, what are the foods to avoid, and how do we keep our implants clean. In this specific video, we are going to look at long-term follow-up care after dental implants. So when I mean long-term follow-up care, see, the purpose of getting an implant is getting a tooth done, right? So even though there will be a time lag between getting the implants done and then fixing the tooth on top of the implant, the actual work of the implant comes in our mouth after we actually place the tooth. So when I mean long-term follow-up care, I'm speaking about the follow-up that needs to be done after we place the tooth on the implant. This is Dr. Arun from Pearls Dentistry, running a dental centers at Chennai, Rajanamayapuram since the year 2001. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to our channel. We've got a new video coming out every day. So now let's look at long-term follow-up care. So before we should understand a basic difference between how a tooth root is inside our bone versus how an implant is inside the bone. In our case of a natural tooth, our natural tooth is attached to the bone by something called the periodontal ligament, which forms sort of a cushion to hold the tooth inside our bone. So when we bite, when we chew on the food, there is a cushion-like effect that is provided by the periodontal ligament for us to, and then that cushion-like effect sort of protects the amount of force that comes on the tooth and then to the bone. When it comes to dental implants, the dental implants are attached to the bone by a means called osseointegration, where implants and the bone becomes one and the same. So what we need to understand here, because of this difference in the method by which they are anchored, implants are anchored in the bone, the force, if it is overloaded on the tooth, can have a detrimental effect on the implant as well as the bone that surrounds the implant. So when it comes to long-term post-implant care, so we need to understand how our bite is, how the chewing force is, and what is the effect of the bite and the chewing force on the implant. So what it needs to be done, because when the dentist fixes the crown, it's very important we go visit the dentist in the first 3 months once, and then probably after every 6 months, just to take some x-rays on the tooth and the implant to see how the bone is behaving around the implant. And also what the dentist will do is we'll check the bite, weigh the upper and the lower teeth joints, whether there is any extra force that is happening on the tooth, and if that's going to be detrimental, your dentist will do a minor adjustments in the bite, which will help in the long-term success of the implant. Another thing that can happen after fixing the tooth is one of the commonest complication is called the screw loosening. It's in very simple terms, the implant and the crown are attached by a mechanism by which it is tightened. The crown is tightened to the implant. Sometimes because of excessive force on the tooth, there might be little loosening of the implant crown. Please note here, the implant is very healthy, very stable. Implant doesn't move. Only the cap that is fixed on top of the implant moves. So this is a common problem that can happen because again of the force disturbance that is happening. So now if this case, you need to visit the dentist almost like at the earliest possible time. By a simple technique, by a simple tool, the dentist is going to tighten the crowns back. So these are the two important things which we need to understand apart from regular maintenance of our dental implants and the foods to eat and the foods to avoid. If there are any other questions you have, any doubts you have, please do ask in the comment section below. We'll be happy to answer. Until next time, this is Dr. Arun from Pearls Dentistry. Bye-bye and thank you.
Do you like the video? Press the like button. Do subscribe and click on the bell icon to receive such videos. Thank you.